Hello everyone, MFPallytime here with TGN.TV. This is the continuation of my Dark Souls Season 2 playthrough. So I re-equipped my Pyromancy Flame, and I did some farming in between the last episode and now. I farmed 20,000 souls, which allowed me to purchase the Lingering Dragon Crest Ring from our sorcery guy over here that we saved earlier in the series. Now that Dragon Crest Ring increases the duration of sorceries. Excuse me, I unequipped it. Let me go find it again. I unequipped it again. Increases the length of sorcery buffs. Now, from what I understand, that doesn't work with our Great Magic Weapon. I don't think it actually increases the time on that. But what it does do is increase... Wait a minute, why does that work? Boosts the length of effect of sorceries. Why does that work? It shouldn't work. Power Within's a pyromancy ability. That's why we use the flame to cast it. Interesting. It does work. I've tested it. If you cast Power Within with a level 1 pyromancy flame, I stood here and just let it tick away at my health because it does drain 10 health per second without, again, this ring equipped. It drains 10 health per second. And I just sat here and watched my health go down, and with a rank 1 Pyromancy Flame and no ring equipped, Power Within did enough damage to kill me. I drank at the last possible second, and then the buff ended. So it did exactly 10,000 or 1,018 damage. It did exactly 1,018 damage without the ring equipped. Then I went over, bought the ring, and equipped the ring, and you can see it left me with 178 health left. So it increased the duration that the buff was active, so it gave us a longer time period that we could use that buff to get the increased attack damage, but it also lessened the amount of health that we lost during the process of Power Within. So that ring was definitely worth the purchase. I may be using that on bosses in the future, but for now we're going to keep the Darkwood Grain ring equipped so we can do our ninja flips. Also, I went ahead and found the Covetous Gold Serpent Ring that you guys were telling me the location of in Sen's Fortress. Side note, I didn't actually know it was Sen's Fortress. I always read it as Shen's Fortress. And I always thought it was kind of cool that there was a character in League named Shen. But it's actually just Sen's Fortress. So thank you for pointing that out as well. But I went back, found this ring. It increases your drop rate. I guess the easiest way to describe it is it increases your magic find by 200. That's the easiest way to describe it. And I went down and found some Titanite chunks, which you can see. Yeah, I still have one left. And that allowed me to upgrade my Uchigatana to plus 14. We can go ahead and bring that up to plus 15 now, which is going to give us the maximum damage possible out of that weapon. And we are pretty fucking set. We are becoming a pretty formidable force to be reckoned with now. Okay. Hello.
Well, hello. You seem to be doing all right.
Need anything forged? Yes, I do. I would like you to reinforce my weapon. Here's the big moment, everyone. I hope you are all ready. Where is it? I hope you're ready. It's going to bring the damage on our weapon up to 225. It started around the same level as the Ayaito there, which is 88. So that's quite a fucking increase. Quite a fucking increase indeed. And because we didn't attune it with any magical effects, it still allows us to use greater magic weapon on it and later crystal magic weapon, giving us an even higher damage output. It's pretty exciting shit. But okay, we have actually done a lot in a very small amount of time in this series, but I want to go ahead and head on in. Can we go here? Which one does this take us to now that the Firekeeper's dead? It takes us to the one I wanted to go to. Fantastic. We're going to go ahead and head on into the Duke's Archives. For a few reasons. Number one, we can get better spells there. Number two, it's where I want to go. It's where one of the souls we need to progress to the end of the game is we can get a lot of stuff done here, and also it allows us to get one of the last, or excuse me, one of the items we need to go into the DLC, which I didn't do last time. So I don't know how long this video is going to be today. Hopefully you guys are still watching and I didn't bore you to death with all of that stuff. But we are going to progress into the Duke's archives. Hey, boy. Come on. Come on. Come on, pretty boy. Come on. You can get me. You can get me. You can't get me. I'm motherfucking Pallytime, bitch. You turn around. You go back to your little boar spot, okay? That's what I thought. Let's just walk our little boar back to his little spot. Oh, we made it mad. No, boar. No. Okay, do we get another boar helm? We sure do. So I'm going to try to get through this without killing... You know what? I want to do something else. There's something else I want to do. I've changed my mind. We're not going to go in here. There's a certain sorceress that I would like to save. Most of you will know who I am referring to. Most of you will notice I haven't done it yet, which I've been putting off for some reason. And I don't know why, but I feel like it's important for me to do that before we head on in to the Duke's archives. Well, shit, I can't rest there, so let's use a homeward bone. It's going to be the fastest way out of here. Okay. So, we're going back to the blacksmith. Perfect, actually. Absolutely perfect. So let's head on down to the forest. I'm going to give it a go at attacking that Hydra that's given me so much trouble in the past. We're going to need our bow for this. Black bow of Ferris. There's a certain, I guess she's a, is she a pyromancer or is she a she's a sorceress. There's a certain sorceress that you can save down in here that will, well, she's a prominent part of the DLC. Her name is Dusk of Oolacile, I believe. She's a prominent part of the DLC. She is... her armor set has a helm that increases magic damage pretty significantly. And she's able to give me a spell that I want to have before we move into the next area. So all in all, I think this is going to be a good move. No, lizard, you don't burrow. You don't burrow, lizard. Apparently, if you equip the gold covetous ring while you fight those lizards, you have a decently high chance. Here, let me show you this item. I believe this is the hunter set. You get a longbow and some feather arrows. Okay. A greater magic weapon for a certain enemy that will be up ahead. Hi, friend. What are you doing all those lunges for? If you're just gonna stand there, I'll keep doing the plunging attack. Whatever, that works. A blue titanite chunk. You didn't drop your gear for me? Grass crest shield located on the bottom, and if we go through here, there is a bonfire. Alright. If we go this way, this leads up to the Valley of the Drakes. There's a little lift here. Very similar to the one that went to Anor Londo, or excuse me, to the New Londo ruins. Just takes you to the Valley of the Drakes, just in case you needed to go over there. But okay, gonna make my way up. Up and out. Alright, so we're going to have to get through 4 crystal golems. And at the end of this path, there's a very formidable foe. Which I never understood why this wasn't considered a boss, in all honesty. What's my weapon durability at? Oh, we just upgraded it. Should be full. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Come on, you pretty little golem. Get over here. Get over here. Oh, we hit hard. Fuck's sake, we hit hard now. Come on, big guy. Come on. Good job. You walked all the way over here. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Might as well pull them both. I'm not too worried. I think I should be able to dodge this shit just fine. That almost sucked. I did the power attack on accident. Okay, so at the end of this path, there's a Hydra. I'm going to go ahead and put my magic weapon on. I don't even know if I'll be able to use it, but let's go. I hate this Hydra. I hate this Hydra. Wow, that's the easiest time I've ever had getting over here. Holy shit, that's the easiest time I've ever had. Alright, 2 hands. And we just cut a head off in one swing. This is going to be so easy. Alright, find me another head. There's another one. Oh my goodness, we do so much damage. Oh, I almost fell off the side there. That would have put a hamper in my plans. Reapply that buff. And we just killed ourselves a fucking Hydra. Oh no, we didn't. 1 head left. Oh, come on! Come on, did I get it? Nice! Oh, very nice. We got the Dragon Scale and the Dusk Crown Ring, as well as the Knight set that was just laying right here. The Dusk Crown Ring grants extra sorcerer castings, but halves your XP. This magic crown-shaped ring was granted to Princess Dusk of Oolacile upon her birth. The ring stone allows its wearer to cast additional sorceries, but at the cost of half HP. Definitely not worth it to our character since we're already so damn squishy, and we're going in for melee attacks. But not a bad ring for casters. I went ahead and equipped the Rusted Iron Ring, which is going to allow us to run in the water here a little bit easier. And I'm going to need to exit my game now. Once you kill the Hydra and reload your game, or go to a bonfire or die, or something to reset the world around you, a mob will appear in this cave behind where the Hydra was. It's a red golem. The other ones are white crystal golems. This one's a red golem. And if you kill it, it is imprisoning Dusk of Oolacile, the Princess Dusk. There it is back there. we will go ahead, cast our magic weapon one more time. Hey, big guy. Hello. Really important that you don't swing too many times, because right when he dies, she pops out and you can actually kill her, which is bad. Hey, girl.
So, 'tis thou who rescueth me. Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Oolacile. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Oolacile, is the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee?
Yes.
My heartfelt thanks. I am pleased beyond words. Then I shout, engrave my signature. If thou art in need, pray summon me from my signature. It seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
Okay, so we need to head back over to the other side. Having that rusted iron ring really does make this part a lot easier. A lot less annoying. Because if you don't have it equipped, you basically run in half speed. But we're able to run at full speed. Here is her signature. It's basically a summon sign. We can bring her back over here. Hey girl, let me buy things.
I am Dusk of Oolacile.
Yes, you
It
are.
is an honor to see thee again. I shall follow thine wishes.
Learn the gesture, proper bow. I always like the proper bow. Purchase item. We want hidden body. And we want this catalyst. Chameleon's pretty fucking cool too. Cast light's pretty cool. Repair's expensive. Hidden weapon, I don't really see the point of it. Bull bite anyway, just because I'm kind of being a completionist.
If thou art in need,
don't you go away! I'm still shopping. Don't go away. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. I'm still shopping.
I shall.
And we'll buy last.
For a very long time, I was trapped within the crystal golem. From my home I was taken and banished to a plane of distortion. It was there that thou came to my rescue, long after I had relinquished all hope. So gleeful was I. My faith reneweth. The sorceries of Oolacile differ from the magic of thine age. It is difficult to explain. Oolacile's sorceries are, what doth one say? They're somewhat of an approximation. Thine sorceries are more straightforward, negating all but thyself. Dost thou not find some fascination in these discrepancies?
I think that's all she says.
The sorceries of...
Okay, now we need to once again head back over to the other side. And in the back, there is a new item for us to acquire. It is her set, her item set, her gear. Crown of Dust, the antiquated dress, gloves and skirt. Let's read the description on that crown. Special magic crown bestowed upon Dusk, Princess of Oolacile, upon her birth. Its wearer is blessed by all manner of magic. This raises the power and effect of the wearer's magic, but damage suffered by magic also rises. So basically, it increases our magic output by, I think, 20%, but increases the damage we take by 30%, I believe is what the wiki said. So we can put that on to increase the damage of... I didn't realize we were hollowed. I'm sorry. I was going to try to stay in human form. We can put that on to increase the damage our magic deals, but it also increases the magic damage that we take. So in some situations, it's really, really fucking bad. But the antiquated set... dressed from the ancient fallen land of Oolacile, its ivory-colored silk features elaborate embroidery and is imbued with the ancient magic power. One cannot expect any physical protection from this garment, as it is not meant to be worn in battle. I want to show you guys something else that I did not even know about in my first playthrough. For that, I need 20,000 souls, though. Soul of Gwendolyn. I might use Soul of Ornstein. I'm not going to use Soul of the Iron Golem. I'm absolutely not going to use, so I'm going to go ahead and eat that. And... probably eat a couple of these. That's good. Okay, we needed to get up to 20,000 souls. Those are boss souls. You can go over to the giant blacksmith and he can craft those into various things for your character. The soul of the Iron Golem was the golem that was at the top of Sen's Fortress. You can use his soul to create a fist weapon or a very, very large axe. Neither of which I'm going to use ever under any circumstance because they both scale off strength. So I just went ahead and ate his soul to get a little bit of extra souls. We killed Havel, right? Yeah, okay. We killed Havel. This is the same tower that connected to the Undead Burg. If you guys remember back to, I think, episode 1 or 2. It was one of the first episodes we went in there and we killed Havel. So I'm just backtracking to the Firelink Shrine. It won't take very long. Don't you worry your pretty little face. Coming back here and one-shotting all these guys is always a really rewarding feeling to me. Oh, out of stamina. Here's the first bonfire you get to after Firelink. I still feel bad about killing that merchant earlier for his weapon. That merchant's a good guy. He didn't deserve that. I don't feel so bad about killing Shiva and his bodyguard, because there was actually a quest line that was dropped from the game where even if you were still part of the Forest Hunter Covenant, Shiva would betray you. His dialogue kind of hints at that as well. Now that wasn't added into the game. It was dropped in the before release, but still. What the fuck? There you go. Okay, so what I wanted to show you guys... Okay, I can do this. Alright, what I wanted to show you guys was this merchant under the bridge leading up to the Undead Burg. He appears after you ring both bells. And he's pretty interesting. Here, let's talk to him.
Aye, Shemai, and good day to you. I'm Donald of Xena. I'm just, well, a peddler of sorts. I adore trinkets and oddities, so I trade for them. I'm afraid I don't see anything here. I'm afraid I...
Well, anyway, this merchant is unique. He comes in... He's unique from every other merchant, and I'll tell you why in a second. But he comes in after you ring the second bell of awakening. And I never even noticed him in my first playthrough. But he sells gold pine resin, which is pretty fucking good if you are not going for an enchant weapon build or any type of weapon attunement. If that even made sense. I don't think that came out right, but whatever. He sells the bottomless box, which I'll be purchasing now. He also sells the master key, which is one of the best starting items ever. So if you didn't start out with the master key, you could pick it up then. He sells all of the crystal items, which again is interesting. But why you come here is because he sells not only his own set of gear, but also the sets from bosses you have previously cleared. So, the one, I thought it was 20,000. The one in particular that I'm interested in is the Crown of the Dark Sun. This is Gwendolyn's helm.
Thank you.
If we go ahead.
That was a fine trade.
Yes, it
I
was.
have this funny feeling we'll meet again soon.
Probably because
We'll
I'll
make
come
another fine
back
trade,
here.
of course.
Okay, so, the Crown of Gwendolyn is basically the alternative to the Crown of Dusk. If I can go ahead and find that, I'll read the description. The Crown of the Dark Sun, Gwendolyn, protector of the forsaken city of Anor Londo. Just, again, proving my point that everything that Anor Londo portrays is a lie. This Crown of the Gods demands faith immersible to its wearer, but is imbued with dark moon power that enhances all magic. The image of the sun manifests Gwendolyn's deep adoration of the sun. So, this crown is ugly as shit. I'm just putting that out there right now. Ugly as shit. But it increases your magic damage by 20%. 20% with no negative drawbacks. The Crown of Dusk, I actually think the Crown of Dusk does 30%, but it also makes you 30% more vulnerable to magic effects. Both are pretty light. Both are relatively similar in weight, I think. Oh, never mind. The Crown of Dusk is actually pretty heavy. 3 pounds, as opposed to 0.4 or something that the Crown of Dusk is. So, it's basically up to the player which one they would like to have. And remember, that only becomes available after you ring the second bell of awakening and after you've killed Gwendolyn himself. I fucking hate the way it looks, though. I can't stand the way it looks. But you can't deny that it's a good item. Can't deny that it's a good item. I, unfortunately, do not have the endurance to use it, so we're going to stick with Crown of Dusk. There we go. That's one thing about the Ninja Flip ring that kind of sucks. You really have to monitor your equipment load. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Power Within and place... Well, first of all, let me show you guys Chameleon, because I love this spell. I was doing some PvP with a friend of mine in the forest area where the Forest Hunter Covenant protects, and I was constantly being invaded. So every time I would get invaded, I would cast Chameleon, and you turn into an item that represents the area around you. So I was turning into trees and using my friend to bait in the invader and then coming up behind him and like backstabbing him and shit. But you basically turn into a vase and you can fucking move around and shit as a vase. I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious. One of my favorite spells. But we are actually going to attune... We are going to attune Hidden Body, which is a pretty cool build, in my opinion. Or a pretty cool ability for this build, in my opinion. Because it allows the user to go into stealth. But okay, we are warping to Anor Londo. I want to do this really fast, and then we'll wrap this video up. We're going to head into Shen's Fortress. Or excuse me, no, we're not. We're not going there. We're going into the Duke's Archives. And the reason I wanted to get Hidden Body before we ventured into there is because we're going to lose all of our souls. There's pretty much no way around it. And I wanted to fight as few things as possible to kind of lessen the burden of the souls that we lose. If that makes sense. Man, Interlando is really dark when you take out Gwendamir, is that her name? Gwendamir? The big girl? I think so. But this is where Big Hat Logan was going to study under, or to try to learn everything that Seath the Scaleless learned. Also note that, that sorcerer back at the bonfire, who I think is a spy, was pretty upset when Logan left. Pretty upset. I think it's because he wanted to learn all of the knowledge that he could. Oh, this is the trick you can do with the boar, by the way. You run by it and go up into this area, and he can't get through. So you're actually pretty fucking safe. And then you just poke away at it until it dies. These boars do not respawn, so you only have to do this once. Alright. And there is a bonfire down here we can rest at. If I can level up, I definitely want to do that. I'm still a little off, but I'll go ahead and use this. Okay, level up. My intelligence is now at a point where I don't need to touch it anymore. That's where you want it to be. You want it to be at 25. So very good. Very, very, very good. Our character's coming along quite fucking nicely. Let's go ahead and ride the elevator up. And I'll cast Hidden Body. Alright, time to move! Let's do it! So they could still see you if you get close, but they lose track of you pretty easy. So I'm just gonna run right through here with this. Love this spell. I'm just making my way up to the elevator. Perfect. Bye guys, see you losers. Alright, now we are going up to Seath the Scaleless's chambers. On the way up, we are going to encounter a foe, the Crystal Knight. Why are you rolling? Oh yeah, he hits hard. Oh yeah, that's a thing. Hate to break it to you, buddy, but we hit hard too. Oh, how's it feel? That sucks. Okay, so this is a part of the game where you have to die. So I always try to prepare... Ooh. I always forget he's here. I always try to prepare my character for that, making sure that, you know, I've leveled up as much as I can, and I've purchased stuff that I need prior to coming in here. Because if you come in here with a lot of souls, you're basically fucked. But this is Seath the Scaleless. One of the enemies that we will get a grand soul for killing. And you can see our health is chipping away quite nicely. Come on. He's totally immune to damage. I don't have any ranged weapons or I would prove it, but oh, I do have a ranged weapon. Well, I'm dead. Just take my word for it. Totally immune to damage. He kills you. You lose your body there, and then you are teleported into the Duke's Archives prison. And on that note, I will be ending this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment down below as well, and if you're new here, I encourage you to subscribe. I'll be back very soon with more videos, and I hope to see you all then.